Golden eagles, specifically the ones we're studying, they are using the sagebrush steppe ecosystem, which is pretty open, a lot of grasses and shrubs. They're apex predators, so they're top of the food chain, and they're eating things like jackrabbits, snakes, marmots. And they're a good indicator species for the health of an ecosystem, so that's one reason to study apex predators out here. I mean, it's a long-term study, so we've been doing this for a long time, so anything you do, you're also measuring the impact of what you do. So based on previous research, we try to stay about 600 meters away from each nest. If we are within that space, we limit the time we spend in that space to get the data we need, and we get out of there. And we also try not to be there during the time when they're most sensitive. So kind of early on in the nesting process is when they're the most sensitive to human disturbance. Once they have eggs and nestlings, they're pretty invested and really unlikely to abandon their nest. So at that point, it's easier for us to go in, find them, see what nest they're on, and get out. We have historical data for where we have seen these birds before. We go out, look at the main nest cliff where we have all these historical nests, and usually scope them out so that we can see inside, hopefully see an incubating eagle, but we're also looking for eggs, nestlings, or decoration. So any like fresh vegetation and stuff that they use to decorate their nest.
So from historic studies that's been done on these same populations of golden eagles that we're currently studying, they found positive relationships between black-tailed jackrabbits and productivity in golden eagles, so that was determined to be their preferred prey. And now we're kind of seeing as climate change shifts landscape use, things like that, where prey availability or the landscape is changing, the prey that are typically available or historically have been available are decreasing. And so we're starting to notice that eagles are eating all sorts of different things, from fish to coyotes to anything they can really get. A lot of other bird species, snakes, yellow-bellied marmots. And we tell all that based off nest camera footage. So we place these motion-activated cameras in the nest, and they're taking burst shots every time an eagle comes in with a prey delivery, and we can analyze that to determine what their diets look like. There are definitely some trade-offs with switching your preferred prey or your diet, and one of that comes with more availability or more exposure to parasites or diseases. So trichomoniasis is a disease commonly carried by pigeons, and so if pigeons make up 10% of the diet in a nestling, the risk of mortality goes to almost 100%. So it's a really dangerous thing for them to do is switch to pigeons specifically, knowing that they carry those harmful parasites. But we're able to treat nestlings if we catch that disease early enough and mitigate some of those effects. Technical term is Spartrix. It's a anti-protozoal. So we'll feed them a few different tablets, and those tablets will take into effect that day, and then we'll revisit the nest and we'll be able to see whether or not that was effective. I feel like saying don't shoot them is a little too obvious, but there's a number of people out there who still persecute golden eagles and raptors in general. I mean, that's a big issue we're dealing with now. Not even necessarily dealing with the prey that humans are shooting, deer or gut piles being contaminated with lead, but shooting at the birds themselves. There's a lot of misinformation out there that these birds will go after pets like dogs or cats. They don't typically go after pets or small children as much as people like to make stories about.
I feel like this project in particular has been really exciting to work on because I think in the past I do so much monitoring and we watch and collect all this data that shows these populations declining, but then I never really got to do something that figured out how and then how we can fix it. So going into this project, we're monitoring them, and it's been a long-term project. We know we're seeing declines. But the cool thing is I feel like we're figuring out what's going on, how much of an effect it's having on their population, and we can actually help them. So with trick that they're getting from pigeons, we can actually go in, give them that little pill, and then they won't die from this thing they would have died from otherwise. So it's like we get to have a direct impact. And some of the recent research Julie's been doing has showed just how big of a deal that is. Just like giving them, potentially putting more eagles on the landscape and making it to adulthood, we're increasing the probability of that happening. And so this project in particular is just really exciting because we do get to see the outcome of some of our work, that we can actually mitigate some things and find out what's really going on with the eagles.